Agora Golden Deer disparou. 8.288 e Black Eagles com 7.437. É um Tactics RPG? Ah, maravilha.
Ferdinand von Ager.
O que muda ser de cada casa até onde eu conheço a rota.
There we go. Hi, this is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Why don't we all introduce ourselves on the couch? This is Clarice.
Hi.
Ou seja, basicamente, qual o caminho que eles vão seguir no jogo.
Jelly Toast.
I'm Jello.
Jelly nice. I know someone else named Jelly Toast, so.
And I'm Sunny Muffin.
Yeah, and yeah.
All right, so this is a house bid war. So until I select the house, about 3 minutes into the run, you still have time to donate and choose which house you want.
Então, 3 minutos na run, ele disse que é o tempo que ele vai ter que escolher a casa. Então, basicamente, o pessoal tem 3 minutos para definir qual vai ser qual casa que ela vai representar.
So right off the bat, we're going to be thrown straight into the first battle, the prologue.
O nome dela vai ser Von Iger.
Actually, no, I lied. We have to customize our main character, Byleth, and we have the naming incentive for Byleth coming up.
Yes, so I need to know, what's the name?
Oh, you know it's Von Iger.
Von Iger.
Von Iger.
Von Iger.
Wait, who is he?
Wait, who is he?
9 de janeiro.
Who is she?
Ah, é verdade, é 9 de janeiro, eu errei. Entendi que vocês comentaram agora, caramba. Mil desculpas, galera. 9 de janeiro.
Birthday was 1/9, correct?
January 9th, that's correct.
I think that's Rhea's birthday. So none of us like Rhea.
She's all right.
She's okay, and we have female Byleth set because female is cooler. So
Yes, much cooler.
now we're being thrown into the first battle, which is basically a tutorial battle.
Bem, o jogo tem mais ou menos o estilo de um Final Fantasy Tactics. Isso, na real, assim, embora eu não tenha jogado Fire Emblem, eu já conhecia por ter visto. Eu vejo muito Gigo jogando. Um detalhe relevante, não sei, acredito que se mantenha nesse Fire Emblem. Se você perde um personagem, é pra sempre. Ou seja, você... É um jogo ok, não diria tão longo não.
So Clarice is going to try to avoid as much combat as possible while moving Byleth to the upper right corner.
Yeah, and being the prologue, this mission is fairly easy. Basically just going to take Byleth all the way up to the boss and go ahead and take out the boss from there. Leaving the 3 house leaders behind because Byleth doesn't need them. Right?
Toda vez que ele sobe de nível, ele ganha atributos e quais atributos sobem são aleatórios. Ele sobe, acredito que sobe um em cada atributo. E o qual vai subir, se é sim ou não, é aleatório e ele teve um ótimo level up, por isso que ele estava comemorando. Qual a influência da idade de nascimento? Acredito que nenhuma. No máximo deve dizer que hoje é aniversário dela, porque para eles ainda é dia 9.
Every stat of the unit has a chance to gain a point. The important stats that we're looking for are strength and speed. Strength is the most important stat, which is important for hitting certain thresholds to defeat bosses. And Byleth has a base growth of 45%, meaning with each level up, she has a 45% chance of gaining a point in strength.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui como é que tá essa Donation War.
Which also has a 45% growth.
Golden Deer ganhando. $10.000 para Golden Deer, $8.500 para Black Eagles. Eu acho que as águias vão parar de voar.
Any of the 3 houses runs. And getting good growths on those characters is very important to being able to do the fastest strats possible.
So during the loading screens, Byleth is actually motion controlled. So you can see Clarice jumping with Byleth.
You can press B to jump too.
Bem, uma das coisas que vai acontecer é que ela sempre vai olhar para o chão. Porque isso reduz o lag do jogo.
So Clarice is going to be doing as much of the monastery stuff as possible, zoomed in and pointing at the floor, making it like a GoldenEye speedrun, because it reduces lag.
Yeah, this game is very laggy.
o primeiro chefe do jogo era essa porta, basicamente, porque era uma porta que você tinha que pegar aberta. E eles passaram com sucesso. Eles vão tentar fazer o máximo de coisas possível aí no...
Sometimes he could literally just sit there for 15 seconds waiting for that door to open.
Yeah, we have our first mission here.
Então, agora ela vai escolher a casa. E provavelmente vai ser Golden Deer.
Golden Deer. Golden Deer.
Golden deer. Golden deer.
Golden goals. Black.
Golden Deer é a casa.
So what's the cutoff? What's the bid war at for the 3 houses?
Well, with a major lead now, it's Claude and the Golden Deer.
E o pessoal perguntou o que a casa faz diferença? Basicamente os personagens e, no geral, a rota, né? O
Exactly.
Então, assim, o caminho que vai ser feito, basicamente, de algumas conversas e tal, ele é definido pela casa.
Welcome to the Fire
E o Mr. Beast pergunta, a live tá rolando sem parar desde o primeiro dia do evento aqui no Speedruns Brasil? Sim. O evento inteiro está sendo transmitido.
Oh, you're actually gonna do this upside down. Cool.
This is new tech.
Yeah, this is very new tech. We didn't know about this.
Yeah.
World record. Nice.
É, ó, podem ver que a categoria mudou lá embaixo, ó.
Oh. All right, so this is kind of the tutorial segment of the game.
I can't play like that.
Good effort.
So yeah, we have a few mandatory quests we have to do.
Ele tá indo agora liberar um warp point.
We can end the weekend right now, but we do want to run towards the greenhouse to unlock it as a warp point, which will be important a few months from now to save a little bit of time.
Yeah, and again, having to look down, because that saves like a second just looking down at the floor to avoid the lag.
And that adds up over time in the speedrun.
So here's chapter 1. Do you want to explain auto battle?
Yeah, so auto battling is a mechanic that was introduced in some of the portable DS and 3DS Fire Emblems. Basically, you let the AI move all of your unused units for you. And in this chapter, Claris is going to be abusing the charge command, which basically tells all of the unused units to just attack whatever they can. If there's nothing in range, just move forward. And having the AI move stuff for you behind a black screen is, surprise, a lot faster than moving them yourself.
Ele tá basicamente explicando como funciona o sistema de auto battle do jogo. Ele pode nomear as unidades para que elas façam ataques automáticos. E ele vai estar abusando disso sempre que possível, porque, bem, é mais rápido do que os ataques normais.
So this is a route chapter, the first of a few route chapters, and
ele vai fazer alguns controles, obviamente, porque nem todo mundo ainda one-shota os inimigos.
I need Lysithia to get 1 point of magic in this chapter.
Ele quer que ela consiga pelo menos 1 ponto de mágica, do Magic Stat. Opa, subiu o Magic, então beleza. Se ele não conseguisse, ele precisaria resetar. Bem, resetar a batalha, né?
Oh, magic?
Yeah!
E mágica era o único status relevante para a situação.
But every other stat other than magic, we don't need at all.
For her, yeah. Everyone's favorite boss music. Oh,
it's over.
Deixa eu responder mais algumas perguntas do chat.
Oh, here we go.
Não tô tendo votação para um personagem casar ou vai ter isso? Eu acredito que não vai ter.
That's 3 out of 3 strength. That's
Tá?
really good.
E teve algum brasileiro esse ano? Vai ter no sábado. Tá? O Mestre Alex aí, nosso super mod, já colocou aí quando vai ser a run do Turler com Trauma Center no Blood. Imperdível, gente. O jogo é fantástico.
We are running this class. Go ahead.
Did I just crit? Or...
You probably did. I think you did.
Okay, well that saved the turn.
Is your experience gonna be okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So that's chapter 1.
Woo! Yeah. We didn't talk about the difficulty settings in this game, but normal mode is the easiest difficulty because it's fast, and we're running on it because it's fastest and most reliable.
Bem, ele está explicando que nas dificuldades você pode colocar no casual, que é onde você, se você morrer, você pode recuperar a unidade no próximo combate, mas no modo clássico morreu, perdeu a unidade.
Where it's an exception in classic difficulty. The chapter we just did is one such exception because it's a mock battle. We run this on classic mode because, unfortunately, it is faster to get rid of most of your students.
E sim, a categoria que ele vai jogar é todas as operações com o ranking XS, que é basicamente 100 erros.
I have bad
I'm
news
not
for you.
sorry.
É monstruoso assistir o Turner jogando esse jogo. Assim, eu fico admirado toda vez.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to look at the next chapter. Well, actually, no, the Auxilia battle's fine. There's a chapter coming up afterwards.
Okay, very important thing here.
This category is now with paid DLC using the glasses.
Yes. I just gotta make her as cute as possible. It's very important for the route.
Bem, agora
As cute as possible.
aí no monastério ele basicamente está fazendo a maior parte dos tutoriais, né? Esse mês é basicamente dedicado a isso.
So we have a couple of required quests that they have to do in the monastery, and then the game is going to kind of just show you a little bit on training wheels the various options that you can do in each week.
I think every month after this, you're able to just skip to the end, but this month is the only month where you have to do something every week.
All right, so this is our first instructional session. I hope don't miss it because this is the first time, worse than only time you're going to see it. So Claris is going to be setting up some goals for some units to learn. She said claw to bows.
They're wrong. They are very wrong.
They are wrong. Lysithea to faith, so she gets as much faith as possible. Lysithea for faith is very important because she needs to hit B faith to learn warp, which is a very important skill to learn.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're just going to set all of the instructional sessions to auto-instruct because that's way faster than doing it manually.
Bem,
So this is the first
tem uma batalha auxiliar agora.
auxiliary battle. Auxiliary battles are kind of generic grinding battles, but the game, this is again the tutorial section, so the game's forcing you to do it, which is kind of nice in this case because it's a nice opportunity for us to get a lot of experience in Byleth.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is buy a steel sword and a shield to purposely weigh Byleth down. If you can explain.
Yeah, so basically every weapon or piece of equipment has a weight stat, and basically the higher the weight of a weapon or equipment, the more speed you lose from it. You can mitigate it somewhat by having a higher strength stat, but in this case, we want Byleth to have as low speed as possible to engage in as many rounds of combat as possible, so she gets more experience. Because if she just one rounds everything instead of taking 2 rounds per unit, she gets a lot less
Tá.
experience.
O que ele está fazendo é o seguinte: ele removeu os equipamentos para que ela possa engajar no máximo de. Porque o atributo de velocidade é contado no jogo da seguinte maneira: ele desconta o peso dos seus itens, usa a força para subir e aí ele aplica a velocidade. Então, basicamente, a sua velocidade menos peso mais força. Então, ele desequipa para que você tenha o máximo de agilidade possível, para que eles ajam mais vezes e quando eles agem, eles ganham mais experiência. Então, ele tá aproveitando dessa batalha obrigatória para subir de nível todo mundo.
He's looking kind of iffy though.
Yeah, her speed's pretty bad, unfortunately. Hopefully it improves.
Yeah, I think we can squeeze in like a quick donation because I think we have a bit of downtime, so go for it.
Are there any donations?
Sure, I've got some donations. I got some donations here for you. I've got a $10 donation from Winston the Penguin that says, "Thank you for all the runners."
Essa run tem quantos jogadores? Um só.
Donating to the Golden Deer House because Hilda.
Quem tá correndo aí
I'm getting all sweaty from this couch.
Yeah. Also,
é o
greetings from
Claris.
Minnesota.
A Claris, né?
It's really
Desculpa.
bad. That's only 2 speed and 9 levels.
Oh, you win some, you lose some. Claris does have some backups in case, but we kind of don't want to rely on that.
Ela, mil desculpas, gente.
It'll hopefully be fine though.
As with all games, just get good RNG and you're fine.
Yes. On instruct. Congratulations. Speed stack right there.
Best professor.
Eu, na verdade, não reparei que ela estava jogando.
Okay, so now I'm forced to do a seminar. I'm going to do Manuela's seminar, which gets both sword experience for Byleth and faith experience for Lysithea, which is very important.
Again, faith is needed on Lysithea to have her learn warp. Sword experience is also nice.
Pedro, entendo perfeitamente o seu sentimento.
To certify an intermediate.
Já há alguns anos eu me sinto assim quando acaba uma AGDQ.
Yeah, the actual chapter 2 is coming up.
And here I'm going to reclass into mercenary because she totally wasn't already a mercenary.
So yeah, in order to certify a class, you need to have a certain level threshold. In this case, level 10 for the intermediate classes. And in the case of the mercenary, you also need C swords to have a 100% chance of passing it. And when you reclass into a mercenary, Byleth gets a minor boost in strength and speed. Her growths also get a minor boost. I think it's plus 10% strength.
Bem, para quem já jogou jogos de tática, ele tá explicando que nas evoluções aí, o mais importante da evolução que ele vai pegar é o aumento de movimento. E quem já jogou jogos de tática sabe que movimento é extremamente relevante. É, na verdade, o atributo mais importante do personagem. Então, é um dos motivos pelo qual ele pega a classe de mercenário.
It's very important training.
It's for the sake of speed.
So Claris does unequip Byleth there. Those two enemies that are coming down the bridge do get manipulated by Byleth having no weapon on. They decide to go.
Alguém já bateu o World Record até agora? Eu acho que teve 2 runs que bateram o World Record. Eu não vou lembrar exatamente quais agora, mas tiveram acho que 2 runs. Eagle Island, obrigado. Eagle Island. E uma outra mais no começo da maratona, que eu não vou lembrar. É ela.
What?
The map goal? What is the mission goal?
Oh yeah, the mission is to defeat boss Speed!
Okay, I needed that speed really badly.
Yeah, you did. So the boss is Costas, who is in the upper area of the map. Claris is kind of moving slowly up there because she's sort of bottlenecked by when her students die, because she wants all of her students besides Claude to die as soon as possible. Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, she also wants experience as well, because she has to hit level 15 by a certain point.
What? So now I have to just...
Couple extra students, they decided to take a while to die.
O comentarista explica muita coisa, por isso que eu tô também meio calado, que eu tô tentando ouvir o que ele fala pra passar pra vocês.
Okay, very important part here.
Wait, oh yeah, there is a very important part. I'll explain that later.
Thanks to the efforts of Von Iyer, all of your allies' motivation increased. All 2 of them.
That includes our couch, apparently.
Tá. Ele tá usando uma arma chamada Gauntlets, basicamente manoplas, que embora ela não seja tão forte, ela vem com o status Brave. E o status Brave o que faz basicamente é dar 2 ataques quando você começa um turno. Então, como os atributos de força são muito altos já, por causa do level up que já fez, vale muito a pena.
Watch a lot of time-wasting dialogue of them learning stuff. You don't want them to ask you lecture questions because that costs a lot of time. You don't want to ask you goal questions either, which costs a lot of time.
You don't want their birthday pop-ups, which cost time.
Yes, and we also we don't want to have to manually undeploy them every single map, which costs time.
No, let me explore, please.
Apparently, did you think there was...
Esse é o último tutorial que falta.
Yeah, so this is like the last mandatory tutorial quest we're gonna do. Although there are a few other quests we're gonna do later on. We're doing Yuritsa's quest, which is the battalion guild. Yuritsa? Yuritsa, okay, sorry.
Chiratsa.
So we just unlocked the battalion guild, and that's very important. We're gonna be buying the most overpowered battalion in the game, Steros Holy Monks. Battalions are kind of like a secondary piece of equipment.
Ele pegou um batalhão de monges e ele disse que a gente vai ver em breve o que faz.
Gambits are determined by the battalion you have equipped. In the case of the Steros Holy Monks, they have stride, which you'll see soon what it does.
So there is an annoying bug here. I can skip to the mission to the 30th, but instead I'm going to skip to the 29th. Because if I skip to the 30th, that's a Monday. There is a bug where you do not get weapon experience from the lessons from the week before. So the week
Ele falou que você tem que tomar cuidado porque tem um bug que tira a experiência de arma que ela ganharia de uma determinada semana.
Faith experience.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah, the faith experience routing for this is super, super tight. We have to get B faith right before chapter 5.
Yeah, so I gotta make sure to stop there and not skip too far ahead.
All right, so this is the first chapter with Fog of War, and we're gonna see 0 more chapters with that.
It's also the last chapter with Fog of War.
Exactly. So yeah, Fog of War. You own units can only see total.
Agora basicamente eles não conseguem ver mais que 2 quadros a distância deles por causa da Fog of War, basicamente a névoa aí. Aí eles têm um inimigo específico que eles precisam derrotar para que limpe a visão.
Blitz the Dark Mage that lifts the fog when you defeat him, so that we can get Lord Alato, the boss, to spawn.
Yeah, this mission is like low-key one of the big run killers when you're grinding out this category. To be able to do this mission fast, get the amount of XP you need, and to not have Byleth die is something that doesn't happen every run. There are some
Tecnicamente, o bônus game de luta foi uma categoria de World Record. Tem essa também.
And then all of these units are going to come attack Byleth, which is very important because we got to get to that level 15. So this chapter is one of the last real big grind sections before we need to get that level.
Another scary part is that so many enemies, if you pay close attention, so many enemy units have like a green Triforce icon. That means they have a battalion equipped, and battalions can also offer offensive gambits. When an offensive gambit lands on a target, that target becomes rattled, meaning they cannot move during their next turn, and they lose all the stat bonuses from their current gambit battalion. Speed.
Yeah, speed. Good level.
So yeah. Byleth is going to be facing a few chances of an offensive gambit hitting her, and we do not want her to get hit because that just costs time. So here we go, 2 chances. And...
Tá. A habilidade que ele tá que ele tá comentando que os monks ganham chama Rattle, e o que ela faz é basicamente retirar todos os buffs de um inimigo que estiver perto deles, pelo que eu entendi. Então, isso ajuda muito na hora de eliminar alguns inimigos. O Shadow Gate está perguntando que quando que eu fui na AGDQ? Foi na AGDQ 2016. O Dudu perguntando se a live acaba ou vão continuar streamando outras runs. A gente vai até o final do evento, Dudu. O evento só acaba, se a memória não me falha, no domingo.
I think we have time for donations right now.
At this point, we're just going to be seeing loading screens and calendar skips because we're past the tutorial segment. So donations time.
You got it. I've got $10 here from Aeon Frodo that says, "Hey, Claris and gang, good luck on the run and let's land all the critical hits on Cancer."
O doutor perguntou se alguém confirma os World Records ou o povo olha e diz que é só. Normalmente, cada comunidade de cada jogo controla os seus próprios tempos. E isso acontece normalmente pelo site da speedrun.com ou, se lá estiver mencionado, em algum site específico.
Good luck, and we just hope everyone has fun competing. Please put the donation to the runner's choice.
Tá marcado dia 11 pra terminar? Não. Deixa eu ver aqui, peraí.
How do I stay awake on this couch? Could you answer that question for me, professor?
Não, domingo dia 12. Domingo dia 12 aqui.
Happy birthday, Claude.
Tem pelo menos 3 jogos no dia 12.
So yeah, already at the mission.
Vai ser na madrugada do domingo, mas sim. Vai até dia 12. Se vocês digitarem na exclamação agenda, vocês conseguem conferir aí os horários dos jogos que tiveram e que vão ter.
Every unit that hit by stride within 2 tiles of the target will get +5 move for that 1 turn. And Byleth has 5 move right now, so for 1 turn she's going to have 10 move.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Doesn't sound like a huge deal since it's only 1 turn, but once we start combining that with other tools we get, it's really broken.
So there is lots of subtle speed tech that is going on. Those of you that are have played this game casually, you might have noticed when you are going to go attack an enemy, you walk up to the enemy and you click attack, and you have to select your weapon, select combat art, go through that. You can actually target onto the enemy that you want to hit and select between your weapons and your various combat arts using different controls. Another thing is Claris is also holding down the Y button while after selecting a character, moving the cursor. That causes it to go much faster. She's also panning the camera down to a 90-degree angle, which is a lag reduction.
Hugo, esse GDQ desse ano acontece em que mês? Se a memória não me falha, é no final de junho, tá? Com certeza, no final deste evento, eles costumam já colocar a data do próximo. E se já não estiver no site da GDQ. O show de encerramento tá escrito como na agenda? Se eu abrir a agenda, vai travar a stream pra mim. Finale. Digita exclamação, buscar finale. Ele deve te indicar aí o horário final do evento.
Catherine requires Von Iyer to be level 15, and so I just got to level 15, so I will be able to recruit her, and she will be very useful in the next few chapters.
Catherine is what some people like to call sort of a pre-promoted unit, which is still kind of true in this case.
Ele vai conseguir agora uma espada com o efeito de Brave, que é aquele efeito que a gente falou que se você for bater, você bate 2 vezes.
The Brave effect. You can imagine how powerful that can get.
If you can explain what the Brave effect is.
Yeah. And if you don't remember what the brave effect is, you attack twice per attack when you initiate a round of combat. So in Catherine's case,
Just got warp, very important.
there we go. In Catherine's case, since she's really fast and will double almost everything, she'll quadruple attack any round of combat she initiates.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you explore this month, there is a mandatory quest. So
Mais uma missão obrigatória aí.
I have something to ask of you.
And this
I
monastery.
think he might have had something to ask of me.
Nah.
So I actually warped further away from my destination. I didn't warp to like the entrance area because that means this area loads faster.
Wait, I thought Lysithea learned warp, not you.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Doors in the monastery are notorious for taking forever to load. So by going all the way to the left side of the monastery and then running across, Claris avoids that entire loading section, and it just makes this section much, much faster.
Yeah, so by hitting level 15, Claris was able to recruit Catherine there, and she'll be promptly used.
Yeah, so this is a chapter where we have to have Lysithea learn warp by this point. And warp, if it's not self-explanatory already, allows Lysithea to warp a target to a tile farther away. Lysithea's warp range is kind of not great at the moment, but this is where the 1 point of magic she got way earlier was really important because...
It's actually next chapter that's important.
Next chapter?
Yeah. This chapter still works with 2 range. But
oh yeah, it does work with
chapter
2 range.
needs 3.
But yes, every 4 points of magic gives you +1 warp range. So with 12 magic, Lysithea will have 3 warp range, counting from the tile she's on. This chapter, she only needs 2 warp range, but the chapter afterwards, she'll need 3.
Yeah. And this strategy that Claris is going to be using is completely unique.
Bem, ele acabou de aprender a habilidade Warp, vocês acabaram de ver o que ela faz.
Unit that learns warp, so the other houses have to do a completely different strategy, going all the way around this giant tower, and it just takes absolutely forever. So you guys get to see the
Magic!
O Warp teleporta um aliado.
We're also looking for strength
And
up
then
here on
he
Catherine.
just dies.
Strength? Aww.
Oh.
She gets 2 more levels, so...
So this is the first boss of the run. So bosses have multiple tiles, and you can break the various tiles that they are. So you're going to see Catherine attacking this lizard here, and now that tile is it's like half broken. So Byleth is going to finish off that tile, and now bonus damage can be done to that completely broken tile. A couple of strategies here.
Vocês estão reparando ali, tem um quadrado quebrado ali.
So if Claude is equipped, he's going to double the
Basicamente, ele usou a Catherine para quebrar aquilo ali e aumentar o dano causado. Foi isso que eu entendi, pelo menos.
He's only getting attacked by 2 guys, and nothing bad can happen to him.
On top of that, we also don't want Claude to get any experience whatsoever at the moment. We want to keep him at level 1 before the time skip. That is extremely
Essa agenda tá em qual fuso horário? No que você estiver. O site da AGDQ atualiza pro nosso fuso horário, da onde a gente estiver acessando ele.
Now, this cutscene is unskippable because if you have Sylvain, then you're able to get the Lance of Ruin here. I do not have Sylvain, but they still don't let you skip it, which is really annoying.
Yeah, there's really not too many unskippable cutscenes here, but you can just mash through all the text boxes, and then it's pretty quick.
The game has like a little feature where you can hold the B button to auto skip text, but it's actually just way faster to just mash B and A.
Yeah.
So.
And now Flame is kidnapped. Oh no.
Oh no.
So we should explore and rescue her sooner, right?
Yeah, probably.
Good idea.
I think we need to make a beeline and go save Flame.
Save and Flame. Yeah, I think
we'll just skip to the end.
I think you get something from Sedit if you actually rescue Flame like on an earlier weekend or something.
Yeah, you get an item that increases charm.
Oh, okay. Which isn't bad, but we don't care about charm in the speedrun for the most part, so.
Probably have time for like a donation or 2 right now.
Sure thing. I've got a $50 donation from Magical Grill that says, Fire Emblem is my favorite series of all time, ever since Roy was my boy back in Smash Brothers. So excited to see 3 houses being run at AGDQ. I'll throw in another $25 if the whole couch shouts, I am Ferdinand von Iron.
Eu incentivo para eles falarem que são Von Iron. E para quem tá chegando aí, bem, estamos aqui na retransmissão oficial da Games Done Quick. Estamos assistindo a uma maratona de 130 jogos que estão sendo feitos em speedrun, que quer terminar o jogo o mais rápido possível. E estamos aqui com Fire Emblem Three Houses, que vai ser terminado em 1h45. É um RPG de táticas, né? Estilo Final Fantasy Tactics.
Alright,
E deu um warp de 3 turnos, de 3 de distância. A Catherine foi até lá, deu duas pauladas.
Free warp
Na
range.
verdade, espadada, mas vocês entenderam a intenção.
And mission.
Congratulations. Strength. I don't think it matters at this point, but hey, it looks cool.
Yep. Yet another completely golden deer only strat.
Yeah, the blue lions don't actually have a warp user. The black eagles do, who is Linhardt, but he learns warp at A, which takes way longer. So Last City is really the best unit that learns warp.
Eles estão colocando as piores respostas porque elas salvam tempo.
Is that extra speed that you do get in those early chapters.
Yeah, it's important to choose the worst answers here because it saves time. So you do not want them to like you.
Easy way to remember it, second option each time.
So this coming month is the most fun chapter in the game.
So yeah, this chapter is a mock battle, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, and it's basically a mock.
Bem, agora é basicamente uma guerra onde eles vão lutar contra as outras duas casas.
Enemies of the other two houses. So meaning we're going to be fighting Dimitri and Edelgard's houses.
We will also be fighting
Ferdinand von Ayer.
E nessa missão, se os seus estudantes morrerem, não é um problema. Porque é uma batalha, vamos dizer assim, de treino, né?
And this is a route mission, so we actually have to kill every last one of them. Exactly. Even though it's a mock battle. But in the end, there's like a ton of enemies in the bottom area that kind of fight each other. We want them to kill each other as much as possible, so Byleth will don't have to kill as many.
No, I'm not buying you flowers.
Yeah, this mission is the other notorious run killer of the first half of this run. There's a lot of RNG involved. The other two houses basically... Yeah, randomness. They basically start off in the opposite corners of the map from where you.
Eles estão falando que é uma luta cheia de RNG. Vamos ver como é que vai ser aí.
How the attacks that shake out between those two, you might have a giant army coming down, barreling down at Byleth, or you might have just a few piecemeal units.
Like sometimes you might just see like Ingrid just kind of wipe out half the map by herself because she's Ingrid.
Yeah, there are some truly terrifying units in this battle.
All right, so first of all, Catherine has to say goodbye to her Thunderbrand. It's mine now.
Thanks.
We really like Thunderbrand. It's nice.
All right, let's go. So yeah, Edelgard and the Black Eagles students are in the bottom right corner. Demetrius is in the bottom right corner. Did I say bottom right, bottom right? I meant bottom left for Black Eagles, bottom right for Blue Lions. We also just got Flame for free. Flame is a really nice support unit. She is a healer, which saves Byleth on turns, because that means she doesn't have to heal herself. Flame can do some nice chip damage if necessary, and most notably, Flame also has a personal skill, which is Lily's Poise. And that personal skill reduces the amount of damage of all adjacent units by 3, which provides Byleth some nice bulk, as long as Flame is next to Byleth.
Yeah, and this mission goes differently basically every time.
That was not the right weapon to have equipped, but oh.
It worked out. Did you move Claude?
Nope.
So, this is Divine Pulse. You are able to rewind.
Existe uma habilidade chamada Impulso Divino. E que quando você erra alguma coisa, você pode simplesmente fazer um volts aí, escapes, e voltar alguns turnos para poder corrigir.
On top of that, it also allows you to like re-roll the RNG to get different sets of RNs. RN being random numbers in case something goes wrong. Goodbye, Ferdinand von Ayer. We'll see you later.
What?
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay, I thought someone went north, which really scared me.
Oh, hi, Ash. Bye.
Yeah, so in this mission, if Claude or Byleth dies, you lose. So Claris had to move Claude up there to make sure to get him out of harm's way, and then Byleth is going to be the one soloing the rest of the map.
Was that 11 defense? It's kind of I think.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so this wouldn't be a bad time to go over the stats really quickly. Strength and speed are obviously the most important. HP, defense, and resistance, they increase. They basically let Byleth take more hits. Dexterity and luck are other stats that allow increased Byleth's crit rate and hit rates, which are just nice for reliability. They're all
Tem uma
nice,
galera indo agora pra cima aí.
Aren't anywhere near as important as strength and speed.
Yeah, so this is scary because there are
defense at least
a lot of golden deer coming at me right now. Not golden deer.
Yeah, the two scariest blue line units, Ingrid and not Dimitri. Dedu. Ingrid's just a ridiculously powerful unit because she's very fast and mobile. Dudu just doesn't die to anything, and he also has gambits. All of these units have gambits, battalions, so they're all going to spam gambits on Byleth, and hopefully Byleth won't get rattled.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, the Byleth's dead. Byleth's totally dead.
Oh,
Como vocês podem ver, tipo, não deu certo o que ele queria, o que ela queria, e ela voltou alguns turnos para poder refazer a parte da luta.
So that is just very unfortunate.
Yeah. So when using Divine Pulse to back up, if you make the same exact actions, you're going to get the same outcome.
Right.
So by switching
Então isso me confunde. Eu só ouço o cara comentando e só quem tá fazendo a run é ela.
Should have healed it again.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That matters.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh.
One charge left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where a lot of the improvisation comes into this speedrun. Like, being able to kind of think on the fly and figure out what the most advantageous scenario is really just kind of the big aspect to speedrunning this game.
Do you have any concoctions? No.
You don't get concoctions until part 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
É que o que acontece? Ela colocou os menus para não fazer as animações. Então a gente só vê os resultados de cada ataque.
We good to go. Well, it's not over yet because we still have to pop Dimitri, who doesn't move. But
yeah, so Byleth gets to take a nice long trek along.
Because unfortunately, Dimitri does not move unless there's a unit in his range. So kind of have to just go out of our way to reach him.
Yeah, and Dimitri does have two range attack, which is weaker than his actual melee attack. So Claris is only going to just move into his range to ensure to not get that full melee attack, because Dimitri could very well just one-shot Byleth.
Dimitri would probably also use a gambit at one range.
Yeah, he would.
So, oh yeah. So we have a special guest ready to join us on commentary.
Eles conseguiram fazer uma call com o ator de voz.
And he is the voice actor of Claude.
De dos personagens da Golden Deer.
That's the Golden Deer for you.
Ele tá na call.
All right, since
I see the best house won the bidding war.
Yes,
it did indeed.
Your propaganda worked.
I have to disagree on that.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we can take a second to introduce ourselves again. This is Claris, the runner.
Hey, Claris.
I'm Kirby Master. I'm the guy who's been, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Knifey.
Jello.
Just call him Jello.
And I'm Sunny Muffin. I also speedrun this game.
And we are all people who like run the game and love this game to death. And I really appreciate all the work that you've put in. You've done a fantastic job. And
I appreciate what you guys are doing. This is an awesome cause. I'm glad you decided to run this game. It's a heck of a game to run.
It's really fun. It's gonna blaze through.
Yeah, and I have to.
What are you finding the most difficult part of going fast?
Routing.
Sim, a Clarice está sentada jogando ali com o controle. Pode ver que é a única que está mexendo as mãos em controle.
Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting segue into low turn count challenges, because like you would think the fastest way to beat a chapter or to run is to beat each chapter in the lowest amount of turns. But in a speedrun, your restriction is time, not turns. And there's a lot. We used to have like a lot of strats early on where we would 2-turn or 3-turn a lot of chapters with these complicated setups, but it turns out to be faster just to keep it simple and take like 7 or 8 turns instead.
Yeah, that's
so, like,
awesome.
There's a lot of like changes we had to adapt with that.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you guys are doing great so far.
Eles estão falando assim, tipo, o ator falou, olha, vocês estão pulando todo o meu trabalho, mas é mó legal.
We celebrated your birthday, so
yeah, we did buy flowers
for it.
Happy birthday.
It costed 200 gold, so you owe us that much for the charity. I'm joking.
That's true. So you did you buy, well, I guess you didn't take Claude to tea, you just bought him flowers.
Yeah, I don't think tea was available at the time. Was it?
Yeah, I wasn't able to take him out to tea yet, unfortunately.
We might be able to in part 2. So at this point, have you finished the game yet? I believe you have.
I believe you were streaming
like
it. 60 hours in. Yeah, I'm streaming it on my channel. We're about 60 hours in. I think we're just about to hit the time skip.
Sounds like a 3 houses playthrough. 60 hours.
Yeah,
my first one took 80 hours, I think.
Yeah.
We got some game.
All of my first playthroughs of each house took 80 hours, and now I'm being it in an hour and a half. So
well,
yeah. I don't
got the experience.
I don't think you want to look at how many hours you put
Isso,
in
é
on
o dublador do Cloud. Muito
It's a
obrigado.
little embarrassing. especially for Claire.
It's not embarrassing.
I think it's a point of pride.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, so about the map, this is a defeat boss chapter. Yeah, there's a boss that just used to be a green unit, but he just turns into a red unit on turn 2, and we just have to run up to him and bop him. Don't worry, though. We're going to have Claude show himself off in a few chapters from now. Probably in like 10 to 15 minutes.
I saw who was upside down on the couch. I thought that was pretty awesome. That's the only real way to play Claude.
Yes, for sure.
When we were taking a group photo on the back couch, I tried to put on an eye patch to look like Dimitri. We had Sunny Muffin light on upside down. Unfortunately, the eye patch doesn't fit, so...
Well, that's all right.
We won't be killing every last one.
Nope, we'll not be killing every last one of them.
So do you want to ask him any questions?
Yeah, random question that we came up with. What was your favorite line to voice act in this game?
You know, it was funny, like, things didn't become my favorite thing until after the game came out and I saw what resonated with people. But the one with me and Marianne where I said something about, like, my ancestors are cursed, therefore I'm cursed.
I love
really ended
that
up
line.
being, like, everyone really liked that one, and that became one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I think you were, like,
Lysithia.
Pretending to be Marianne's voice.
Yeah, I did. I do a couple of bad character impressions throughout the game,
Yeah,
which is fun. Those weren't like scripted. It was just kind of like we just kind of came up with them in the booth.
Because I think a lot of us watched your video with trying also voice acting status for fun, like trading your voice acting.
Legal. O ator disse que de vez em quando ele tem pessoas que vão na stream dele, né? E aí quando vai o pessoal da equipe que fez o jogo, eles pegam alguma cena, eles invertem as posições. Então, tipo, ele faz a voz que o cara fez e o cara faz a voz que ele fez. E aí eles ficam se divertindo lá.
Select a student to be the dancer, and we need a minimum of 14 charm to be guaranteed to win the dancing competition. We're gonna make a quick detour here first to recruit. Wait, are we recruiting anyone? No. Okay, I'm thinking of a different house.
Yeah.
So
E aí eles perguntam, qual foi a sua frase que você mais gostou? Ele falou, olha, eu só comecei a pegar gosto depois que o jogo saiu, né? Porque aí eu vi o pessoal gostando, né, tipo, do negócio. Aí ele comentou que tem uma cena que ele, tipo, imita alguém que ficou muito legal.
It is even more broken in this game when you start combining it with tools like warp and stride. Imagine moving a 10-move Byleth once and doing it twice in the same turn.
So basically just kind of checking off the boxes. You got warp, you got stride, now we're getting dancer, and now the chapter is going to start getting really, really fast.
Mm-hmm. Golden
you guys are making me feel embarrassed about how long it takes me to play this game.
We played this game way too many times. It's pretty normal.
Yeah.
You guys know every nook and cranny. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like
in order to play it this fast, you need to play it really slow a lot of times.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, we got to do.
I think the dude's gonna win.
I think he's gonna win too. We have a force contestant right here. Begin.
Nice. Claris, I could see your sparkles. I could see your sparkles.
All 4 of you are fantastic. There's a typo there.
Oh yes!
Yes.
So if you select Dudu as a dancer, I've done a playthrough where I had Dudu as a dancer for the meme, and like if he wins, he's like, "Is this a joke? Are you serious?"
Each dancer also gets a unique outfit, which is very important.
Yeah.
Oi, Cloud. Ciao, Cloud.
Hubert. It's pretty funny. Cutscenes, though. Who are getting married this playthrough? Oh, hey, Claude.
There he is.
Joe,
O cara falou, bem, sempre tem o Neguinho Plus, né?
She hasn't prepared a ring for you, so we're not exactly compatible.
We'll get there. There's always new game plus, right?
I think 40 minutes to build a relationship might be a bit too short. So about the next map coming up, this is another route chapter, which again is to defeat all the units on the map. In this map, we have 4 monsters we have to defeat. The monsters will automatically default to green students, which are kind of NPCs that you want to not die, but some of them are just not going to move or attack you if you cross a certain aggro line. And we want them to attack Byleth instead of moving away from us. So yeah, we class changed playing into Dancer, and then now we're going to see the power of, well, dancing.
Yeah, so there is
Agora
like
eles
a
adicionaram
invisible
uma
line that
dancer
lets
na
cross in
party
order
que,
for the
bem,
top right lizard to
dança.
not go off to Canada. So you want to keep that lizard in the middle to make sure to be able to complete the map as fast as possible.
Ready and willing.
Shout out to
We heard one of your lions right there.
Yeah, that was it.
Stay
That's all I needed. I feel satisfied.
Let us away.
And as a
Oh my
reminder,
god,
each-
my chat gets so mad at me if I don't use gambits on these beasts. They get so mad.
Well, watch me not use any gambits whatsoever.
And that's so satisfying for me to watch right now. I can't even tell you.
Unfortunately, the gambit animation is too slow, and we like to
it's a
go
little
fast.
slower, yeah, so we
Yeah.
kind of want to avoid gambits if possible.
It's awesome.
Don't worry, we will be using a gambit with Claude later on. A gambit.
Yeah, Claude is very, very useful in part 2.
Like, he will be taking over the run in
yeah,
part 2.
like-
There's a reason why we've been keeping him at level 1 here. Which, if you didn't know, it's really important for us to keep Claude at level 1, for reasons related to the time skip mechanics.
So, and even without her
I did not know
Thunderbrand,
that.
Catherine is still very, very good and can take out the lizard by herself.
Is that it?
I think that's nice.
Bem, por ter te mantido todo mundo vivo nessa luta, eles ganharam um item que basicamente aumenta o atributo de força em 2 permanentemente.
Strength stat by +2. Thankfully, the spot's been doing pretty darn well on strength.
No,
so-
cutscene just happened.
Nope, no one died.
Nope.
That's alive. But yeah, so since our Byleth is doing really well on strength, we can save that energy drop for Claude in case he decides not to cooperate with us.
Eles estão falando que eles vão usar o Cloud na run e que o ator é responsável pelos bônus de força e speed que ele ia receber.
I accept that responsibility.
All right, so I think we have a little bit of downtime here. So do you have anything you'd like to ask us really quickly?
Ela tá, a personagem principal tá muito forte, a Catherine tá muito forte, porque elas têm armas com o status Brave. Brave basicamente permite que você ataque 2 vezes. Além disso, os outros personagens que estão na party, eles buffam ou debuffam, entendeu? Tipo, dão buffs que melhoram o personagem, ou que estão próximo, ou dão debuff que, tipo, tiram os buffs dos inimigos. Então, quando você vê, tipo, eles estão conseguindo matar basicamente em dois ataques.
Get a little bit faster each time. Until we get to the strats you see now, which have had so much work put into them.
Like at the start, our other two guests, Jello and Sunny, were some of the people who pioneered the initial routes, and then Claris came in a few weeks later and started destroying this game again.
Nice. So how many playthroughs do you say it took you to get here?
I've played this game for 1,000 hours or so.
All right.
My main profile has about 700 hours, I think, but I have like 500 profiles with speedrun-related things.
That's commitment.
I don't want to talk about it. This is too embarrassing.
It's okay. There's no judgment here. This is a safe place for everybody.
I have to say the voice acting has really elevated the game so much.
Oh, thanks. The cast is great, and the casting was done. The direction was fantastic. Patrick Seitz was the director, and he was really, really good.
So how much context do you know before you like have to voice a line, basically? Like, do you know how much of the context of the line, or do you know like?
He was pretty good. He was pretty good about telling me what was going on. Sometimes things were out of sequence, so he had to kind of give me some background. But for the most part, everything was in sequence, and because the whole game was voiced, right? Every line is voiced. I could always see what was going on around it. A lot of games I'm in, not every line is voiced, so sometimes I'm just coming into cutscenes with like no real idea of what happened. Not so in this case.
That's really awesome.
That is pretty cool.
It was a real cool experience, very unique experience in voice
Basicamente,
acting in
o que a
This chapter is not going very well because this is a defeat boss chapter.
O que a Dancer faz, pelo que eu entendi, ela dá outro movimento para a personagem principal.
She gets plus 30 avoid if you attack her at range and takes less damage if you attack her adjacent to her. And unfortunately,
Ok, é o segundo Divine Impulse que ela usa agora para resetar, porque ela tá tentando pegar uma RNG melhor ali pra matar direto.
So this is a good time to segue into how hit rates work in this game. So the majority of Fire Emblem games go off of what's
A Dancer deu novo movimento.
numbers. So when the game tells you there's a 44% chance of landing a hit, the game's lying. What it does is it takes two random numbers and takes their average and compares them to the number. Just the short explanation is that if a hit rate is higher than 50, the actual hit rate
Se
is
vocês
higher than
puderam
what
ver
the game
ali,
tells you. And if the hit rate is below 50, the actual hit rate is
às
lower
vezes
than
o
the
ataque
strike.
fica
So in the case of 44,
com
the
X2
average
na
is
frente.
35.
Isso quer dizer que são
In this
dois
case, the hit
ataques.
rate's around 674, 84, 70. Stop it.
So you see Claris here checking a lot of different options of combinations of
Teve que resetar agora, porque ela não conseguiu a energia que ela queria.
You just gotta exit out and reload your autosave and try again, because you might just the RNG be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think Kranya is probably the single hardest enemy to kill in the entire
And keep in mind, this is normal difficulty.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to her dexterity, but it must be pretty bad this run, which is unfortunate.
Dexterity is a slept-on stat. Again, each point of dexterity gives you +1 hit, and it adds up.
You guys just passed me where I am in my stream, and I've been streaming since September. So
Leave it to me.
this is the battle I was on tonight.
Oh, fancy.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Não foi.
it's okay. I think I have a good idea of what happens in the game. You guys don't have to
It's
worry
not
about
like you
spoiling
voiced a lot
anything.
of them already, right?
Yeah.
44. Oh. Yeah, again, 44 is probably like...
Finalmente veio o crítico.
So Claris right here is using Divine Pulse to burn a few of the bad random numbers with Lysithia, so that we can get some rerolled RNs for this hit here.
Ele pode voltar até 3 vezes. Ela pode voltar até 3 vezes, né? Por Divine Impulse.
That's
E aí o que ela fez? Como ela não conseguiu da outra vez, ela resetou a luta. Tipo, ela deu load no último save.
So they all still maintain their stride, which is super important for this second half.
It could get rough.
Here, have a warp.
Yeah,
Oh, this
so-
is exactly what I did.
I think a lot of casual players
100%.
did this too, actually. Crit. Oh. Speed?
Oh, 15 dexterity.
That's horrible.
Good at all.
Horrible.
Like what? You should have like mid-20s at this point, right? Low 20s?
Yeah, that. What happened?
Don't sleep on dexterity.
Did you name your Byleth Von Iyer?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Her name is Byleth Von Iyer. Thanks for the donations, by the way.
Yeah, it was a donation sent for her name, so we have the.
Oh,
De
beautiful.
prima.
Fire Emblem fans come through.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that we
First try.
8 characters is the maximum, so we can only squeeze in Von Iyer as one word, but I think it's close enough.
Yeah.
That's good. We get the point.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that she is the legitimate daughter of the Iyer family,
Mhm.
and that's all you need
Yeah.
to know.
That's all you need to know. And now with new hair.
Super Saiyan hair.
Yeah, she went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so she just got a new upgraded Sword of the Creator, which went from 7 might to 15. And also she got a personal skill that just arbitrarily lets her do 2 more damage. Which, cool.
On top of that, I think it went from 9 weight to 7 weight, so
Yeah.
that means Byleth loses 2 less speed from using this Sublime Heaven Sword or whatever it's called. On top of that, Byleth also got her own class, the Enlightened one, which is a pretty decent class. It's 6 move. It's kind of a magic-based infantry class that also uses swords. It's basically Mortal Savant, but actually really good. We're kind of nearing the part of the run where Byleth is going to be the most important unit because we're coming close to the end of part 1.
Yeah.
But she's still going to be contributing throughout part 2 as an Enlightened one. Okay.
So here we're gonna fight the Flame Emperor. It's completely unknown who that is. We really don't know at all.
So
No idea.
Yeah, maybe Joe can help us with that. Because
I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to spoil things, right? I keep making jokes about it on my stream, and then people get really mad. So, like I keep saying who it is in like the middle of a sentence, and people will be like, "Joe, stop it!"
It's okay. We'll find out here very quickly.
And that's good.
We'll play the line too, I think, right?
It,
I think
Olha
it's
que tem
really
pra
short
frente
line.
agora.
Don't remember off the top of my head.
yeah, that step took me a while because I was having trouble keeping the 3 different houses apart.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of minor differences even with the same chapters between the three routes.
Ah, pensei que era o
It's
Cloud.
really
Não, Cloud
hard
é lá
to just kind of
atrás.
remember which ones you're doing when you kind of have to stay on top of all 3 in a bid war like this.
Yeah, it is very.
So yeah,
impressive
you were prepared to do all of them, right?
Right.
That's awesome.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, it definitely took a lot of preparation to be able to do that.
Yeah, this is defeat boss chapter, so we kind of have to attack the plane member. And she's kind of up a ledge, so we can't just run up the ledge, but thankfully we have warp, so we can just stride up Lysithia and Byleth, move them up towards the ledge, warp Byleth up, and then bonk the plane member.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, that's also some setup that's going to be used for basically the remainder of the run. So Catherine is now the dedicated strider because Claude is going to see some more combat now. And we want to give Claude an actual offensive-oriented gambit as opposed to just the utility gambit of stride.
So, the end has come.
Oh, you Scooby-Dooter.
Sick joke? The Flame Emperor is actually Edelgard?
Is this some kind of twisted joke?
I am utterly shocked.
Yeah, so are we. We've never played this game before.
Yeah, I've never seen a cutscene. Nope.
Yeah.
I have
Só
to
tá falando do
admit, I did
twist que
play this
acontece
game
aí,
one
que
time
é...
before I came up here today. So I did already know.
Thank you for not spoiling.
You're welcome.
Yep, so now your chat knows that you know about the twist, so now they can't complain.
Yeah, that's it. They'll still complain. That's what chat's for.
$500.
So I think we've been talking a lot, but I think it's a good time to squeeze in like 1 or 2 quick donations before the next map.
Yeah. Oh, have I got some for you here? I have a $500 donation from
Whoa.
Kiwi137.
Olha lá, mais 50 contas de mandar parabéns pra amiga
He
dele.
says, "Hi GDQ. This donation goes to setting the Fire Emblem main character's birthday to today, my friend Addie's birthday. I'll donate another 50 if everyone in the crowd wishes Addie a happy birthday."
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Addie.
Happy birthday.
That's
Addie.
awesome. Thank you so much.
And one more should do.
Sure thing. I've got a $25 donation here from Good Boy Borfo that says, "My wife and I poured over 160 hours into Three Houses all throughout
Essa
the
segunda
summer.
doação agradece o
Joe,
ator por
we've
estar
loved your
participando
voice
aí
acting
também.
throughout every playthrough. Claude and the Golden Deer were our favorites. It is so exciting to hear you supporting GDQ and joining Claris on the couch on this amazing run. Thanks to all the runners and staff for making GDQ amazing and joining forces for beating cancer for good."
Thank you for the donation. Fear the deer.
Ele falou,
We thank you very
tem
much
motivo
for
pra gente manter o
being
Joe,
so
digo, a Cláudia
This
no
is
level 1.
awesome.
E tem um esquema de
I'll
auto
take the
leveling.
time to explain the auto leveling.
Yeah, so there's a reason why we've been keeping Claude at level 1 and really weak. Because the time skip is coming up, and basically when
There's
the
a time skip?
Yeah. Oh crap. Sorry.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
But yeah, on maddening and hard difficulty, every unit gets a specific number of levels, but in normal difficulty, any unit below level 20 will get auto level to level 20. Which is important because in Claude's case, he's gonna automatically be
que
certified
acontece?
into the Wyvern Master class.
Ele...
Stats will be bumped up to the base stats of the Wyvern Master, which gives him like what, 17 speed at level 1? Or
Eles
like
guardaram
16 strength at level
o
1,
Cloud
something
em level 1.
Yeah, so
Por quê? O
since
jogo, num certo ponto, vai fazer
since he gets bumped up, he will gain
vai fazer um level up automático de todo mundo que tá abaixo do level 20 pro level 20. E no caso do Cloud, isso vai fazer com que o Cloud ganhe muito atributo, tipo, vai fazer com que o Cloud tenha, por exemplo, tipo, 17 de velocidade dentre 20 level ups. O que vai tornar ele bem forte. E aí ele vai pegar, tipo, a classe... a classe específica. E vai ser simplesmente muito bom. O Cloud vai ficar muito quebrado depois disso.
I mean, partially because like flyers take a really long time to raise because you have to have like a specific flying rank and it just takes time to do that. So, but thankfully we have Claude as a free flyer.
Yeah, so every route that is done, it kind of abuses this time skip mechanic. The Lord is generally going to be your carry character throughout the second half of the run, just due to the bonkers stats that they get from that auto level.
And in the case of Edelgard and Dimitri, we set their goals to axe and flying so that they can become a Wyvern Rider because Wyverns are broken. But Claude doesn't have to do that, so because he's broken.
He's got the chin strap beard. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always loved it.
Yeah, Claude has a number of things that make him just absolutely broken. He has close counter, which enables him to attack with a bow from right next to him. He also has pass, which enables him to move through other units without taking a movement penalty.
He also gets plus 20% experience from his personal skill, I think, which he starts with actually.
O que o Cloud tem? Algumas coisas. Ele voa. 2, ele tem...
And he flies. Yeah,
Ele tem 7 de movimento, possivelmente 8 lá na frente. Além disso, ele tem uma habilidade de arco que permite que ele bata de arco a curta distância. Então, o Cloud tá bem errado.
Alright, so we're going to be seeing another Gambit. Cloud also comes with his own really broken Gambit battalion, which it uses Ashes and Dust. It is a 2 to 3 range Gambit that hits every unit within 2 spaces of the target. So all that group cluster of units you see to the right of Cloud, they're all going to get rattled because it's broken.
Yeah, I think it hits a total of, what, 13 squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, yeah. 13 squares.
Wow.
Yeah, and this mission is like where the rest
E ele tem mais um ataque ainda, que é o Gambit dele, que ele acerta todas as unidades próximas a ele em 2 quadrados.
Yeah, Clarus also dismounts there because Claude, while he's bonkers, he is still a flyer, and archers will eat him alive.
He probably wouldn't die anyways because he's so darn dodgy, but still, best to play it safe. Look at that. Oh yeah, this is the first time we've had this mounting feature in this game, which is really broken in this game because you can dismount and do whatever you want, or mount and do whatever you want, and there isn't really much of a penalty.
E ele pode montar e desmontar
The rest of the run.
Yeah, basically.
conforme a necessidade para o que ele precisar.
Hopefully it gets better.
You have an energy drop, worst case, I guess, which helps.
The worst case is I have to get the DLC item that gives you +3 strength.
Let's hope we don't have to resort to that. So yeah, time skip.
I have never seen Cloud.
Cloud parece uma unidade muito boa.
Well, I did what I could, you know, like that's. I show up and it all goes to crap.
Yeah, we just blame you. So chat has all the rights to blame you.
I accept it. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
The crowd loves you. But we definitely appreciate.
E eles também comentaram que esse é o primeiro Fire Emblem que eles têm unidades montadas. Que você pode montar e desmontar.
What was one of your favorites?
Status says, like there's like a
E é bem quebrado.
Yeah.
Saying hilarious things like Edelgard setting Flames Minecraft castle to fire or something like that. It's great.
The students are doing this thing called dabbing.
Happy birthday, Von Iyer.
Happy birthday, Von Iyer.
Happy birthday.
We got a letter from Claude. All right, so this upcoming chapter is really interesting. So it's kind of a pseudo-defend chapter where there's a few blue tiles you have to defend, and if an enemy unit reaches those tiles, it's game over. The actual objective of the map is to rout, which is, again, to defeat every enemy unit on the map. This map is pretty big, so we don't want to do that. But thankfully, with a little gimmick, and if we do like a side objective escort mission, then and set the whole city on fire, and then move in front of the boss, then the objective changes to defeat the commander, which is way faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to be setting the whole city on fire.
I'm sorry, did you guys just say you were going to set a whole city on fire?
Yes. It's your idea.
Okay, well.
Ok. Na próxima luta, assim, o objetivo é impedir o ataque à cidade. Só que o que acontece? Eles vão, ao invés disso, tacar fogo na cidade. E fazendo isso, eles vão mudar a... Como é que chama? Eles vão mudar o objetivo para, ao invés de salvar, de resistir, ser simplesmente matar o comandante, porque é um objetivo mais rápido. E, bem, o ator perguntou, vocês vão botar tacar fogo na cidade? Eles falaram, sim, vamos. Ele, já posso chamar os advogados? Ele falou, não tem advogado aqui. Nessa época não tinha.
Aren't all of them the one when you really think about it? I think they're all the one.
Well, gotta tell your friends. Strength.
All right.
Yes. There we go.
And speed.
So yeah, Claude, he's just gonna kind of wipe out half the map right here because he's Claude. And then Byleth, on the other hand, is gonna be on the right side, escorting a green unit to the bottom right corner.
E bom, o Cloud vai fazer o que o Cloud devia fazer, que é limpar metade da cidade na base da metralhadora.
Claude's gonna be a complete dodge tank and never get hit by anything.
What's my strategy?
You guys are playing on normal or hard?
This is normal difficulty.
Yeah. Normal is faster, so we are doing normal.
Oh, yeah.
But we are doing classic and not casual.
Ah, gotcha. I'm not even that brave.
You have any questions?
Bem, só olhem essa batalha. O Cloud, ele
Shoot.
dizima tudo que tá ali em volta dele.
How close to Claude's character do you think you are in real life?
I think it was a pretty good casting. Yeah, Claude and I share a lot. I don't take a whole lot seriously, and we both went to military academies, so there's that. And yeah, just always ready for to joke, even in inappropriate situations.
Such as when talking to Marianne, right?
Yeah, such as when talking to Marianne.
Strength.
Probably don't enjoy lighting towns on fire, though, right?
So if you're really...
What was it?
You probably don't enjoy lighting towns on fire, right?
Well, no, that's where we do not share in common. I'm not much of an arsonist.
Oh,
so you don't share much in common with Rhea either.
No, me and Rhea, do not share a lot. I rag on Rhea all the time in my stream.
E é basicamente isso. O Cloud
What's the Pokemon that looks like a pile of trash?
desce fazendo festa.
Carpador, I think, or Rubbish.
Yeah, I named her Rhea in my Pokemon.
I can tell we have a lot of Rhea fans in the crowd.
I heard some reactions back there.
She's okay, I guess.
I didn't hear that.
Someone said she's okay, I guess.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess. Someone in Twitch chat just said, "My town is burned, so I'm burned." That's great.
So if you're always the joyful, joking type, then how difficult was it for you to voice line your death quote? I mean, never mind, spoilers.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite.
Cloud no Smash seria muito bom, velho.
It was just, it's such a great.
Principalmente se ele vier com o Ivern.
Who he is and all the things that he wants to do with his life. It's cool to.
Imagina o Super Smash dele.
It was really great.
Ele sobe no Ivern
It really hits you
e
hard.
dispara para o outro lado.
One of my favorite lines in the game as well as, "Hey, what are those big things?"
Yeah.
What are those big things?
I have to let that play out later in the run.
Yeah, but we'll let it play out.
So who's your favorite character other than Claude?
Hopefully.
Well, we're this'll help.
That's a hard one. I'm a big fan of Hilda in general. Just like
Hilda.
Like, at first, I was like, screw this girl who keeps making other people do her work. But I don't know. Like I use her in battle all the time, and she just melts through people.
That sounds like Hilda.
Yeah, she's brutal and awesome. It's great. I don't know. There's so many to like. I like Ignatz a lot too. He's just so pure. Yeah.
Who's in your main party in your playthrough then?
I pretty much use just the pure golden deer. Sometimes I'll throw Felix in there.
Oh, of course it's Felix. Everyone loves Felix.
Occasionally I'll throw Sylvain in there if I want a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Oh my god.
You know, like all that stuff. So, but usually it's pretty pure golden deer.
Bem,
Keep It Simple, chapter.
Quem manda agora nas lutas em diante é o Cloud. Não tem muito segredo. O Cloud é basicamente um dodge tank, né? Um tanque baseado em esquiva.
Get them set up, and Claude is just gonna go ahead and fly up to the commander here, and hopefully the damage is good.
Okay. Yeah.
Basicamente ele vai mandar sempre o Cloud atrás do comandante.
So he's managed to catch up an okay amount since.
Yeah, I think 29 is the threshold to barely kill him with the Brave Bow. So
yeah.
Sem muito segredo.
All right. I think Joe has to head out at this point. But
yeah, that's it for me, guys. I really appreciate you having me on. I really appreciate you running the game. Good luck. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, why do we have okay, I was going to ask for an applause, but that works. I think the crowd loved it too. So we really appreciate it. Shout out to Joe on call. This was kind of planned last minute.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
And we definitely thank you for supporting us and giving shout outs to this marathon.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Enjoy, everyone.
Yeah.
Fear the deer.
Fear the deer.
Essa run depende muito de RNG? Não muito, porque, assim,
You too. Take care.
você consegue fazer os Divine Impulses, né, pra voltar aos turnos, e além disso, você pode manter nos...
Yes.
salvando razoavelmente, você consegue controlar bastante da RNG. Então, acredito que pra terminar uma speedrun, não. É claro, se você for atrás de um recorde, sim.
So part 2, there is no exploring. It's literally just keep skipping to the end of the month, over and over and over.
So would you say this run has a lot of skips?
No.
I guess that wasn't very helpful.
So during these calendar parts would be a good time for donations generally.
Right.
You got it. I have $20 here from Clerical that says, hey, it's Clerical from the Speedrunning Discord. Big shout out to everyone on the Discord. It's been a good community to get into. Can't wait for all the sweet chapters, speedruns for 3 houses there, Kirby Master. Fear the deer.
Thank you. Fear the deer. Even though my favorite's Blue Lions, but no one knows that.
Thanks, Clay.
Yeah, my favorite's Black Eagles. So
I wouldn't have known that.
Well, Kirby Master, I have one here for you then. I have a $100 donation from Silva that says, hello, hi, AGDQ. Thanks for running 3 Houses, a game that has been so much fun to play for the last 6 months. The Fire Emblem series has always been near and dear to my heart since the games first made it to the West, so it's only right I make a donation during this run. I hope to see this game again in the future, GDQ, so we can see all the routes run Sunday. My donation is in honor of the true best house, the Blue Lions.
Woo!
Next time, save Dimitri. And as for cancer, kill every one of them.
O cara doou pros Blue Lions, aí o povo tá parte comemorando, parte do... Que isso, gente.
This map is the same.
Blue Lions deve ser legal também.
Golden Deer and the Blue Lions, and it's a kill the commanders map. So Claude is going to be kind of streaking up the map here, and there's 2 commanders in the top left that are going to spawn, and Ladislava in the bottom left. So the positioning that Claris is using is getting Claude in the correct position to kind of manipulate those various characters into attacking Claude, so Claude can go ahead and counterattack and kind of speed through it.
Ferdinand von Ayer. I don't care what you say.
Speed!
Yeah, you get the good level. So I want to specifically go to this spot to stop that paladin from going upwards and attacking my units at the top.
No, don't you dare.
Retreat, Ladislava. Tell Her Majesty about this.
We've already sent him.
Retreat, Ladislava.
Even if I die, you must protect this area.
It's okay. We still have Biles von Ayer.
Unlucky for him.
So,
O Cláudio fica ganhando níveis quando no turno dos outros porque ele fica dando counters.
Yeah, this chapter can go very wrong if
E nos turnos dele quando ele bate. O que só contribui para que ele suba de nível absurdamente.
Practices went kind of south really badly. This is one of those chapters where a lot can go
managed to beat
wrong.
in 3 turns. Ferdinand von Ayer died. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Got time for some donations?
Yeah.
I have a $10 donation here from Demeter that says, maybe the real Ferdinand von Ayer is the money we raise to help prevent cancer. In which case, I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
How could you possibly think this donation belongs to me?
I have a $30 donation here from Pebble that says, had to donate during a speedrun of my favorite game of 2019. Huge shout out to the couch. I've already learned so many new things about the game I will use for my second playthrough. Black Eagle Strike Force for life.
So yeah, Claude just got his like master class equivalent, so now he's even better than he already
just
was.
got like 1 extra strength, 1 extra speed, and 1 extra.
Ah, que legal. O Cloud ganha um upgrade na classe dele, porque ele deu master na classe. Ele ainda fica melhor.
An 8-move one.
Porque ele não estava bom o suficiente ainda.
Sure thing. I've got a $10 donation here from Matty Istic that says, fear the deer. So very excited for 3 houses to be at AGDQ. Looking forward to a great run. Go Claris.
Thanks.
Go Claris. All right, so if you remember that massive route chapter we did back in part 1, this is basically that, except an actual war. So we're going to be fighting the Black Eagles and the Blue Lions, and actually be killing students, unfortunately.
But instead of it being a route chapter,
Bem, aquela guerrinha que teve antes, agora vai ter de novo, só que pra valer.
Killing other students.
Que eles enfrentam os outros dois, as outras duas casas.
Every last one of them, we will just like be going straight for Aelgard and Dimitri and ending the chapter.
So you're saying we're going to be killing every last boss?
Sure.
We do have an unfortunate casualty of war on this chapter.
Bernadette is easily my favorite character in the game. I love her so much, and
Olha a quantidade que esse Cloud anda. No.
I'm sorry.
You must be running to protect it, though.
She gave me a brave bow, though.
All in the name of speed.
Let's make this quick.
That Lysithea has crazy magic stat.
Yeah, Lysithea always gets crazy magic. Like, she is really absurd. And now I want to gambit them, so they will not attack me on enemy phase.
Nice.
Thankfully, Petra didn't die. Petra is not having the death today.
So yeah, this map is just completed by splitting up Claude and Violet to go take out the two commanders.
And we also hit kind of a trigger where Dimitri will start charging towards us, along with his entire army, which is nice because it brings Dimitri a lot closer to Violet.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be able to reach him this turn without complicating things a ton.
E agora vai no Dimitri.
Okay. Sometimes things could go badly there, so...
Hey, fail not. It kind of has spear range. Nice.
And that's the chapter.
E na Edgard. E é isso aí.
So we have a handful of chapters left, but since we have a calendar coming up, I think we can squeeze into 2 or 3 donations here.
You got it. I have a $25 donation here from Mittens MD that says, "Go Claris, you are doing amazing."
Thanks.
I have a $100 donation here from PatPat1567 that says, "Three Houses was my first Fire Emblem game. I fell in love with it so quickly. This has been really fun so far. While my only house left is Golden Deer, I don't feel like I've been spoiled on the story, which is the best part of this run."
You're welcome.
Yeah. I've got a $50 here from Divide0185 that says, "Been donating every GDQ so far. Let's keep it up on one of my favorite games
Admito que estou morrendo de vontade de jogar o jogo, mas não tenho Switch, então fico na vontade.
Like 2 hours. I was pretty amazed that it could be done so quickly. Put this towards the Pokemon Blue task because more games can never hurt."
Are there any incentives that we want to advertise coming up soon after this run?
Teve a run de Final Fantasy VI? Sim, Ian, teve.
We have a challenge for
Uma categoria descoberta 4 meses atrás, com uma run de 20 e poucos minutos.
To hit $5,000 and we're at 4,200 right now.
You heard him. All right, so this upcoming chapter is, I think it's the Death Knight one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where we have to beat the Death Knight and actually kill him, except not really.
So, Claude just got bow crit plus 10, which, yeah, 10 extra crit is super useful, especially when you hit 4 times in a turn with a brave bow.
On top of Claude already having like some of the best dexterity and luck stats in the game, which gives more crit. I don't think his battalion gives crit. No,
E que o Cloud estava ruim, ele acabou de ganhar mais 10% de crítico. Ou mais 10 de crítico. E, bem,
but Claude doesn't. But that's okay. His crit rate's going to be like 40 or 50.
ele é pouco bom.
So this map is kind of awkward because you have a split deployment. So Claude is going to start in the top right of the map, whereas the rest of your army is in the bottom right of the map. And your mission is to kill the Death Knight in the center of the map. So you would think you have 5 people in the bottom, you have 1 in the top right. Which one do you think we're going to use?
Quiz time.
Chapter ready.
There's also an important item pickup that Claris is going to get here.
Yeah.
Onward.
Oops, that's not right.
Yeah, so if Claude wasn't already dodgy enough at this point, she's going to be picking up the Evasion Ring, which, when equipped, gives plus 10 avoid. So Claude's going to become even a better dodge tank. And with how the hit rates work in this game, plus 10 avoid is actually a pretty big deal because the difference of going from 30 hit to 20 hit is actually more like the chance of going from like a 25 hit down to like 10 hit because of how the 2 iron system works.
Yeah, by the end of this pod is taken.
As antisocial as ever.
E aí, quanto
His
tempo?
don't have the
Adeus.
strength and, like,
Well, there we go.
Okay.
You just gotta say it and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We need more people raising those strength signs. Evidently.
So,
Uma grande dica é digitar exclamação agenda. E aí vocês conseguem ver todos os jogos que vão ter na maratona.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is when like the true villain of the story is kind of introduced for Golden Deer.
Got that
But for now, we're
donation.
still going to attack Edelgard, so.
Yep, so we got time for some more donations.
Yep.
I have a $250 donation here from Brandon. It says, really enjoying this Fire Emblem run. Nice work, Claris and Couch.
thanks.
I have a $10 donation here from Edelgard von Hrestveld. I dislike two things. The unjust crest system upheld by the nobility, the Church of Saros, and cancer. So let's beat both. I have a $20 donation here from Tau Manifesto that says, Fire Emblem has been my favorite franchise ever, and now that we have some of my favorite runners ever on the couch, with Joe on as well, I have to donate. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
Suiconden tem que ter speedrun de todos os
I have a $30
personagens.
donation here from Mochico88 that says, my wife and I are so happy for the run and are representing our favorite houses with our house shirts right now. I'm definitely excited that the best house won, so I can say, fear the deer. So awesome that Joe chimed in, by the way. We love his streams.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so this is one of the most annoying chapters in the game because you have to defeat the Death Knight again. But this time, Death Knight is on a Stronghold tile, which gives him 40 more avoid. So...
Claude's hit rates are going to be not very good, so we're generally going to be relying on a crit to take out the Death Knight, because there's no way you're going to land all the hits.
Yeah, this map was like a complete nightmare to route. The Death Knight in the middle is just completely juiced up. This is basically his final form. And then you have to take out Hubert, who is all the way on the south side of the map. So getting somebody all the way down this gigantic map is kind of a problem. So we had to kind of go back and forth with various warp strats, dance strats, etc. And this is the strat that Claris landed on, just getting that crit strat in there. It makes it a little bit more consistent, but as you can see, not 100% consistent.
Yeah, so I did manage to hit, which is good, but I didn't get the crit. So now I'm going to use the Brave Bow and hopefully hit one.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So again, 33 hit is actually more like a 20% chance to hit, so she landed a 20% chance on his first two chances.
Caramba. Assim, a posição onde ele tava tinha basicamente no Escaladeiro Negro tinha basicamente 20% de chance de acerto e ela conseguiu acertar. Ela deu 2 ataques e conseguiu acertar.
And that's the Embar infiltration. Now,
Tá acabando o jogo? Sim, estamos perto do final.
Generally every
chapter has like a monastery month.
Every route has one set of missions where
E qual é o World Record do jogo? Gente, se quiserem saber qualquer World Record, só ir no speedrun.com, digitar o nome do jogo, e lá você vai ter todas as categorias do jogo, até porque tem várias categorias diferentes, né? Então, já conseguem saber a que vocês quiserem de qualquer jogo. O Mestre Alex já pesquisou rapidamente a atual. 1h22 pela própria Claris.
We have to kind of go all the way to the top to reach Edelgard, and it's also blocked by a door that we have to open. But thankfully, we have Lysithia with Warp to just kind of skip that and not have to bother getting a door key.
Yeah. This mission, when done casually, just takes forever. There are enemies all over the place. You have to kind of navigate this little bit of a maze of a map, and taking out some of these guys is really, really difficult.
I've seen some casual Let's Plays just cheese this map on their first try, because it's like... Warp, stride, dance,
o Cláudio pode atacar depois de andar, a dançarina dá outro move pra ele, e além disso, o Cláudio contra-ataca.
Yeah, there's that weird delay when you enter the center area for the first time. Oh, okay.
Oi, tchau.
You know, 50 speed Claude. That's 50 avoid right there. Not a big deal.
First try every time.
So yeah, Aelgard died, so the war's over. So the game's over. The end.
But wait.
Foi só um crítico de
We
95
haven't
de
seen the
dano.
game's final form.
Que pra um personagem de Fire Emblem é muita coisa.
Oh,
O próprio Cloud
now,
tem
we have
45
to
de vida.
go, fight those who slither in the dark, which is the best name ever. Thank you, Hubert. You're
Thank you, Hubert. There's like a lot. Basically, those who slither in the dark are a lot of kind of the real bad guys behind a lot of the conflict in this game.
so naturally you only really fight them in one route.
Yeah, pretty much. Those who slither in the dubstep. I like that.
So I think we got time for a couple more donations while
Yeah,
we
good time.
navigate the calendar.
You got it. I have a $25 donation here from Waifu Wars. It says, a Fire Emblem Three Houses speedrun? Iger just had to donate.
No.
I have a $10 donation
hold
here
on.
from... Oh,
This is important.
Oh, here we go.
A produção de piadas ruins aqui não para.
All right, very important. We have to know the right answers for this tea time. Otherwise, you're not a true speedrunner.
Yeah, this is the most serious part of the run.
And we're not going to use any notes either. We're not going to cheat with Seren's Forest. I know he likes cats.
Working together, totally.
Nice. I don't know.
Thanks for everything. That's totally gotta be it.
Oh, yes. Wow, nice.
2 for 2.
Ooh, that's hard. Dying partners.
I would assume
dining partners,
I
dining
think.
partners.
Oh!
No!
I mean,
Sorry,
Afraid to
Claude.
stay too long. Thanks for the tea. Let's plan to do this again sometime.
thanks, Joe.
Não, erraram a última
Oh,
conversa.
Why does he like guarding mishap?
There is always
Gardening mishaps.
That was a very important tea time.
So yeah, fun fact. You sometimes get a point of charm if you engage in tea time. Sometimes you
Eles
don't.
brincaram que só os verdadeiros speedrunners sabem as 3 respostas
Charm
corretas.
is typically a pretty good stat casually because it increases your hit rates. with
Então eles
gambits
simplesmente
and avoiding.
não validaram a
It's a pretty
run.
big difference because each point of charm is plus 5 hit, plus
Hip.
5 avoid with gambits. But
Essa run
since
não
we
tá
wanna
valendo
avoid any
mais,
chance of getting gambits
infelizmente.
at all in the first place, charm isn't really a relevant stat for the most part in a speedrun.
Yeah. So this next mission, you have another split deployment where you have units kind of in every corner of the map. Fortunately, Claude is awesome and can just kind of get warped over the interior wall.
Run
and
cancelada.
on the map, there's an extra door to kind of get to the final commander.
Yeah, so this will take a few turns.
Não rolou a validação da run.
Claude and just takes care of everything easily.
Não, gente, eu tô brincando, viu? Só pra o pessoal que não tá acostumado. Não tem influência na speedrun do jogo. Fiquem tranquilos.
Are there any Lexithia fans?
Claudio continua quebrado como sempre, fazendo o que ele sabe fazer. O pessoal que chegou agora aí, estamos assistindo a speedrun de Fire Emblem Three Houses na retransmissão oficial da Awesome Games Done Quick, maratona de caridade que está acontecendo lá nos Estados Unidos.
That is depressing.
Yay, Claude got a level!
Claude's motivation is maxed out.
Já arrecadaram 1 milhão e 40 mil dólares. E isso acaba em domingo. Então tem ainda mais alguns dias ainda.
Which means he does not have a weapon equipped right now. That is good because that means all the enemies with battalions nearby, instead of using gambits, they'll just attack normally. So I can't get rattled.
And we don't care about killing those units on enemy phase, and Claude can just move through them because he's Claude. So
yeah, he has passed, so I don't need to worry about getting them.
if it was any other lord, you would have to kill all of them. So.
Nossa, eles desequiparam a arma do Cloud e isso impediu que ele tomasse o Rattle, que é o que tira os buffs, e permitiu que ele entrasse no lugar que ele precisava. Porque, obviamente, como ele voa, ele pode passar por qualquer bloqueio inimigo.
I don't recommend it. Like I spent 80 hours on my first playthrough.
Não, doutor, de verdade, não. O que acontece é que, às vezes, se o runner tem uma necessidade extrema para terminar a run, ela não vai valer para, por exemplo, a run de Terraria. Ela não terminou, mas ela teve um problema sério que não iria permitir. Você tem que pensar que, na verdade, a run ela é uma exibição, né? Então eles vão fazer todo o possível para terminar a exibição dessa run. Então, por exemplo, na run de Terraria, eles fizeram uma alteração no server que não é nem de longe permitido na speedrun normal, só para tentar ajudá-la a terminar a run, para terminar a demonstração, né? Mas no fim deu problema do mesmo jeito.
Most importantly, did he ask to change his goal from bows to bows?
É o Hugo que tá narrando? Sim, sou eu que estou aqui com vocês nesse call.
No, I'm pretty sure it's something involving flying.
Oh, boo. Alright, so last chapter coming up. So this is the finale of the Golden Deer, and it is to defeat the Commander chapter, which is to defeat Nemesis. But he's protected by a barrier that only goes away once you defeat
Bem,
all 10
estamos
of the heroes.
na missão final agora.
A defeat all Commanders chapter, where you have to kill 10 bosses and then Nemesis.
Yeah.
And they're all wielding these really scary legendary weapons, but Claude is Claude, so he's just gonna kind of slaughter all of them by himself, most of them.
Temos um problema porque ele tem são 10 chefes para ser derrotados. Mas é o Cloud, então você já sabe o que vai acontecer. Brunão! E aí, meu querido, beleza? Seja muito bem-vindo, espero que você esteja aí acompanhando e goste do evento.
It also allows you to counterattack units that attack you up to 10 tiles away.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And Claris has also routed out this map, so we do have some additional units in this map, and Claris is doing some very specific positioning here to unfortunately wipe out as many of those students as possible, because if they keep having turns, that wastes time. So by getting them killed off as early as possible in this map, you save a ton of time.
Olha a Dance dando mais movimento pro Cloud.
Last thing to note is that she's using the Fail Nut, which is Claude's personal legendary weapon. It's very powerful and has
Qual o próximo jogo? O próximo jogo é Bioshock. Pelo Blood Thunder.
That basically makes it so during the enemy phase, Violet is guaranteed to dodge whatever hits her. Cloud is guaranteed to dodge the first.
Bem, Cloud tem incríveis 53 de velocidade, o que
I will forget that one.
ela teve que gastar um Divine Impulse agora.
Look, the swamp cleared.
What's my strategy?
So this is Violet's main job on this map, is to kill this one commander.
Yep.
She's not setting a very good example. 54 speed.
E o Cloud continua ganhando níveis.
Good thing Seth is not here.
Seth is here.
Oh, is he still there? Oh, he's still alive. Okay.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Oh, that's
not good.
That's not good.
Oof.
Oh well. Hopefully they'll just die this turn.
Hey, just.
Why bother caring about his counterattack when you get a crit?
And you can see at this point that Claude just has an insane crit chance. So using that is going to be very important.
43 dexterity, 31 luck. That's what? Roughly almost 40 base crit without any modifiers?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
É, o Cloud tem base quase 40% de crítico.
Let's do it.
No, this style. Thank you.
Ball in start. Crit, 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 crit.
So this is important strat. I am specifically getting Nemesis off of his tile, and then I'm going to take it next turn. Assuming he's still alive, then.
Yeah. There is a chance that Claude can just go ahead and crit and one shot.
Strategy in motion. Time will be coming up soon.
E tome speed, 56 de velocidade. Sim, o Cloud acabou virando a unidade mais quebrada do jogo por causa do auto-leveling.
Nemesis likes to dodge.
Yeah, so he'll die next turn. A bit unlucky, but whatever.
Yeah, Claude just whittles him down over the course of a couple turns.
So close.
The moment has arrived! Time will be on fade out soon.
Yeah.
We'll give you the time.
What's your final level?
More battles means
Magic.
More strength. She gets magic.
And
that one seems
time.
E é isso aí.
GG.
E é GG.
Very good golden DSL.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that run went.
And again, shout out to Joe for
E esse foi Fire Emblem Treehouse.
Yeah, we had a really good time. So yeah, any shout outs you want to
GG.
make during this epic cutscene?
Shouts to all the voice actors for how crazy they made this.
allow me to
the
fix
fight.
that.
Shouts to the speedrun community. They've done so much work on optimizing the routes and everything. Really pushed it down as far as it's gotten, and it's been a huge help. Any shouts any of you want to make?
Yeah, shout out to this entire Fire Emblem speedrun
Eita,
community
que o
and
Mário tá fazendo uma rede com uma galera aí. Eita, nós, sejam muito bem-vindos aí. Gank do Felps e do Mário, sejam bem-vindos demais aí. Olha essa galera. Chegaram no finzinho de Fire Emblem Treehouses. Sejam bem-vindos. Vocês estão na Restream oficial da Awesome Games Done Quick.
Go and click that link and hop right in. It's a pretty accessible game to speedrun, and it is definitely a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it may look intimidating, which there is a lot to know, but really, like, there's a lot.
Sejam muito bem-vindos aí. Acabamos de ver Fire Emblem ser terminado.
Notes for a lot of Fire Emblem games as well. There is the channel for pretty much every Fire Emblem game out for speedrunning. So it's a small community, but it's cozy.
Yeah. And one final shout to Lucina here, who has done so much help in this commentary.
Muito amor, gente. Muito obrigado.
So, that's it for us. So,
Vocês acabaram de chegar para assistir BioShock na sequência desse.
This was a fantastic run.
Absolutely amazing run, GG players.
And shout outs to Ferdinand von Ayer.
Yeah. Shout out to Ferdinand von Ayer, the legitimate